Larry Stubbs. The proper way to cross the street. The proper way to cross the street, Larry Stubbs.
It's one thing my daddy taught me when I was growing up, and that's how to cross the street properly. He would say, Larry, in order to cross the street properly, you must first step up to the curb. And when you step up to the curb, then you looks to your left. And then you looks to your right. And when it's safe, you dash across that street. Now, let's practice. What do you do first, son? Well, Daddy, you steps up to the curb. That's right, son. What's next? I looks to my left. That's right, son. What's next? I looks to my right. That's right. And then what? I dash across the street. Go, son! Oh! Go, 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 go! Now, come back, son! Good job, son. How you feel? I'm a little winded, Daddy. Good job, son. High five. Now, down low. Up. Too slow. Now, son, you can't be too slow when you're crossing the street because there's people out there that likes to run over other people to score what they call points. And they use these points to put their names high on the leaderboard. And you don't want to put your life in somebody else's hands. Well, I've taken that lesson with me throughout my journey in life. I even taught my kids this same formula for crossing the street. My kids would say, well, Dad, that's a little extreme. And I say, yeah, it might be. They would say, well, wouldn't it be better if we crossed at the light? I said, yeah, that might be better. But I never questioned my daddy. So don't you question me. Besides, you're still alive. Which brings me to Los Angeles. Now, when I first arrived in this city, I noticed one thing very early. That the people out here cross the street a little bit differently. Now, I noticed that they don't look to the left. They don't look to the right. And they certainly don't dash across that street. But what I noticed is there are three distinct ways that people can cross the street here in Los Angeles. And it's done by three distinct groups of people. Now, this first group of people we'll call the students. How the students cross the street is they like to lollygag. Now, Webster defines lollygagging as a slow stroll, like to dawdle, if you will. So when they cross the street in front of you, they like to lollygag and gives you the stink eye in the process. Now imagine yourself behind the wheel of your vehicle as these students are lollygagging in front of you. Now, I know what's going through your mind. You're thinking about scoring some points. Getting your name high on that leaderboard. But just get that thought out of your mind. The next group of people are these people with the shopping carts and the baby buggies and the people with the recycling bins as they meander across the street. Now, Webster defines meandering as going fast with purpose. They meander across the street. They, too, likes to look at you as they're crossing the street. Now, imagine yourself being behind the wheel of your vehicle as these people are meandering across in front of you. Again, I know what's going through your mind. But don't think about it. Get that thought out of your mind. The third group of people are these people who likes to get out here and saunter. Sauntering, by Webster's definition, is to a slow stroll, like on a Sunday afternoon. Not going nowhere in particular, and at no particular speed. You could see them and hear them as they're coming, as they're sliding their feet as they cross the street. Collide. Yeah? Now imagine yourself behind the wheel of your vehicle as these people are sauntering in front of you. Now, these people you can run over. I can see my daddy now as he could have made a lot of money here in Los Angeles teaching people how to cross the street properly. I can see him now as he has his hands clasped firmly around the necks of these students, telling them, first you go to the left, then you look to the right, and when it's safe, you dash across this. And these people with the shopping carts, I can see him with the switch in his hand. Get across that street. Get across that street. And the people who like to saunter, oh yeah, they wouldn't have stood a chance in the Willie A. Stubbs School of Street Crossing. I can see him now. My daddy would have made a fortune. And it's a 4-step process for crossing the street. Now say it with me. You step up to the curb. Then you look to the left. And you look to the right. And when it's